So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Check 50, check 50.
The former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett, the rookie with the carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Go set. Blue 60. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check 24, check 24. Omaha, ready to move.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Out, 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 out.
This is Scarlett on the carry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready, 180. 50. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Omaha, ready to move. 50, Mike 50, Mike. Hey, exit. Who that? Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike's 50. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike's 50, Mike. Zero. Here we go, D. All day, defense. Go, go. All day.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On second and very short, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mahomes now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Attack!
On second down, Williams. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 42. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught by Watkins. Now the ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the backer. Check 31. Hey, Red.
Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Watch the edge. Hey, 70.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got Curse. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Looking in zone for Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Line 36. Line 36. Get ready. Get ready. Watch 36. 36 the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Line 36.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Let's go, defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming at 59.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10. 40-yard
Mike
line.
is 59. Mike to 59. Exit. Exit. 49. Check 49. Drill right. 22. Sponge. No. 0. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Here we go.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, turn it up.
Now Scarlett. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And middle.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, he's going to fire one. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check the backer. H3-2-8-T. Chopper. Mike 40. You don't want none.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Devon Kennard able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 50-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
21.
They'll run it with Scarlett. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Easy, alert. 44's the mic. 44's mic.
On 3rd down, Stafford. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle.
And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yellow. On the wire, right? 36. There we go. Watch 36. 36 the mic. Watch the run. They're running it.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike 40. Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
White. Shit. Check three.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They turn to Scarlett again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Kill. 11. Hurry. Small. Mine's 50.
Stafford now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Stay 50. Let's go here.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Just heavy on the edges. Deuce. Switch. 32. Check 26. Check 26.
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases. Touchdown, Detroit! Jordan Scarlett, 78 yards. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check back, check back. Check.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. Mike 30 alpha. Mike 36. Bring it. Bring it. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm coming. Mike 36. Hey, Ripland. 36. Check the outs. Check the out. Check the out.
Now Mahomes. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Mahomes to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
No, no, no. Off.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Middle.
Chopper.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Tight dog. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 9. Shift. He's crazy.
They will start the drive with Scarlett. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Under 10. 10. 20. 59. Check 25. Check. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now a give here to Scarlett, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Alert!
The shotgun snap for Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. To throw is Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the handoff, it's Scarlett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready. 280. Check. 59. I don't think you middle. Shit.
Protein spill.
Stafford now to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Check.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Yellow. 480.
I got it.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.